Everybody got a story. Sad story, a story, don't matter. Good story for that matter. Everybody got a story. But at the same time, we all have dealt with death, we sickness, whatever the case may be, loss of job, depression, mental health. It don't matter. You know what I mean? But it can be dealt with. You can come back from it. Like if it could have happened last month, last year, 5 years ago, 30 years ago. It don't matter. That don't mean you gotta stay on the ground. You know what I mean? Don't let what happened to you 30 years ago affect your today's life. And I know some people that say, well, you can't tell me how to deal with my trauma or stuff that's been going on in my past. And that's not what I'm trying to do. All I'm trying to tell you is you can move forward and live a productive, healthy, good life and enjoy the life you got now without letting what happened to you 15, 30, 10, 5 minutes ago for that matter, you know what I mean? You could come outside your window, busted out your car, and you know what I mean? But you don't have to let that, ruin everything you got going on forward. You know what I mean? Because I talk to a lot of people I know, family, people I just met in the last year. And what I notice about some people, they still letting what happened a long time ago rob them of their piece of the day. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you don't have to stay on the ground about your past. And once you realize that, because a lot of people love to have pity parties, pity parties with everything, baked macaroni and cheese, cake, ribs, all the drinks, even the old school hats that you put on that go around your chin. You gotta be a certain age to know about that. But people love pity parties with a lot of food and beverages. You know what I mean? And long as they can get somebody to piggyback on it, because you notice once people like going through something that they not really trying to get a solution to, they will call people who will co-sign it. They never call people who basically gonna give them the honest God truth. So all I'm saying to people is you don't have to stay on the ground, whatever it is, you know what I mean, that you might haven't dealt with or, addressed, and people that you like want to address or whatever the case may be. You don't have to stay down on the ground. We all gotta, like I said, starting off, we all got a story. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, because I can help in many ways. Serge Jones, 443-936-5835. Enjoy your weekend.